Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry I missed last week. I was busy in a drunken stupor celebrating my birthday. I'm old as dirt right now. Just sitting around today thinking about the world and the craziness. Tonight is the State of the Union, so we're going to get whispering, we're going to get yelling, we're going to get crying. What are we going to get? We're going to get a little bit of everything because who knows what Joe's going to say. But I can tell you what he said the other day. He said, half the women in my staff are women. What are the other half of the women, Joe? I mean, we're taking the diversity to the edge. Think about that. Half the women in his staff are women. Once again, we have a Supreme Court justice who I thought was a woman of color. She can't tell us what a woman is. Can we really expect some senile, demented old whispering, laughing, yelling, screaming fool to tell us? Not really sure. The whole thing with the government recognizing trans women as women is insanity. And let me tell you why it's a joke, why it's the biggest hypocritical lie you can imagine. When men have to register for the service, all men over a certain age have to register. Trans men, they do not have to register. Trans women, bingo, they gotta register. Now my feeling on it is, if you are in physical condition, if you can do it, physically fit to do it, and you want to do it, and you want to go out and serve our country, more power to you. I don't care what you are, member of the Rainbow Mafia, trans, straight, black, white, don't really care. But while you're at it, can you thank a straight person for you being born today? Just go find a straight person and say, thank you that I'm born. Because the straight people in the earth, we're the ones repopulating. I don't know where we're going with this. The trans community right now is trying to cancel Aretha Franklin and Mr. Rogers. Aretha Franklin's song, classic song, Natural Woman, is offensive to trans women. I got an idea then. Don't listen to it. It's not offensive to anybody. It's a classic song by the Queen, Aretha Franklin. And then Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, who's well-known, wonderful time in the neighborhood, is a wonderful neighborhood. We're probably regarded as one of the nicest people ever in the world. One time said, boys are boys and they'll grow up to be men. Can't change it. Women are women. Girls are girls. They'll grow up to be ladies. You can't change it. Apparently, he was the devil incarnate. They're thanking God that both of these two people are dead. The Rainbow Mafia is sick. It's sick. You know, I'm going to the Islander game on Thursday night. It's Pride Night. What is it Pride Night for? What now Black History Month's got to share with the Pride Night? Don't they have enough days of their own? Don't they have a whole time of debauchery in July? What are we wasting it for here? What are we wasting it for? Oh, back to Joe Biden for a second. He let this balloon fly over the country. Let it fly over the country, started from one coast, made its merry way around the whole thing. You say, you know what? You know what's a good idea? It just left the continental U.S. It's floating out in the sea. Maybe now I'll shoot it down. Maybe it's got all the information it needs. Wouldn't want to irritate those Chinese by shooting it when it first arrived in American airspace, a sovereign country that we are. The strongest country in the world. It was a balloon. Did perhaps he think it was Whoopi Goldberg in a white moccasin shack, whatever she's wearing, God only knows? Thank God she got fired from The View. She got fired from The View because the latest rant of stupidity, she said that the white people should start getting beat up in mass by police. Then we'll learn. I mean, some ideas you may just want to keep in your head. Whoopi, who's without a job right now. She's about 600 pounds right now, ready for the fat shows, the 90-day fat shows and the 600-pound fat shows. How big you gonna think she's gonna be when she's eating vats of ice cream and parking in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, waiting for the people to close down so she can get all the donuts for free? Another disgusting liberal who threatened us with leaving the country if Trump won and she didn't do it. Another liar. And then, we don't want to leave Hunter Biden out there, who may be one of the worst individuals in the world. Hunter Biden is suing his 4-year-old daughter, the parent, and the mom to not use the Biden last name. despicable, horrible human being. You know, we know he's a drug addict. He's got a lot of things going on. He's a famous painter now. You ever see these paintings? He may be a pedophile. But he wants his daughter to stop using the name because it might cause her some hardships. That may be the only thing he's got right. I wouldn't want to tell anybody Hunter Biden was my dad. Joe Biden's such a great family Catholic man, he's not even acknowledging a 4-year-old. Well, really, the Bidens, the family of insanity. I had to tell you. And I saw Jill Biden at pictures of the Grammys, how beautiful she looked. Beautiful. It looked like a kindergarten just threw up on a dress of purple and green. I'm not even sure what she was wearing. I mean, it usually looks like she's wearing tablecloths. I mean, I'm no pariah of fashion, but at least I know that. I was in a place the other day with the squirrels, and another squirrel came up to me. I had my wool cap on and a flannel, and about 12 years old told me I looked like a skinhead. I had to assure him that I am not a skinhead. A lot of love in my heart for everybody but haters like skinheads. I don't know. I had to assure him of that. Now, speaking of the fat folk, once again, the fat folk are very underrepresented at these games like Pride, African American Month, but I digress. Apparently, fat folk are now offended at the word obese. They find it hurtful. Obese, it's a medical term. I got an idea. Put down the fork, eat a salad, and do some exercise. You're not going to have to worry about that word. But if it worries you so much, how about I just call you a fat fuck? I don't know. I hope I don't get beeped for that. But I'm thinking obese is much better. Once again, I got nothing against you. You want to eat, obesity is the number one cause of death in the country. It leads to heart problems, leads to many health problems. The time of life for fat folk is shorter than for non-fat folk. But, come on, obese, it's a medical term. Don't start turning like all these other people and everything's so offensive. Isn't this a group who doesn't care? That's what I always thought. Be fat and be proud. I certainly is no skinny guy, and I'm happy about it. Sounds weird with me yelling, doesn't it? Then, I finally got around to watching the video of Paul Pelosi. And I have to tell you. So the police knock on the door, and the answers looked like he was holding the hand of the guy with him. The guy had a hammer in his hand. But what I noticed, that Paul had a drink in his left hand. So when the guy tried to take a swing, Paul was fending him off with one hand. He didn't want to spill that drink. I may have a different opinion about Paul right now. We don't want a drink to go wasted. But perhaps he dropped the drink. He wouldn't have got hit in the head because the drink went down anyway. Paul, a little kudos to you, Paul. You didn't want the drink to go down. A man of my own heart. I have to tell you that. God only knows what went on there, but it looked really odd if you didn't see it. What else we got here? Animal rights activists. Animal rights activists went to a duck farm. Illegally went to a duck farm and invaded the place and went into the slaughterhouse and chained themselves to the slaughter machines. Somehow, the slaughter machines got turned on. A couple of them kind of got choked a little bit. Maybe the owner thought they were going for the full experience. I'm just saying. But that's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is that they are suing the farmer. Can you imagine the insanity? They illegally entered the slaughterhouse, chained themselves to the slaughter machine, got choked and injured, and now they're suing the owner of the slaughter machine and the farm. I hope they don't win this one. Just the pure stupidity of its own. Why would you chain yourself to a slaughter machine? I don't know. So, I'm on Ancestry.com, and I signed up for another thing called Genome Link, and it gives you traits every week. So today's trait came up, new trait. Are you more prone to drink alcohol than others? Well, my answer is this, Cuban mojito. Yes. I didn't need genome to tell me that. I just needed to know I was Irish and indigenous. I got it coming at me both ways, and I'm sure the Italian doesn't help. That's why I love the red wine. Big talk about letting non-citizens vote. I don't understand this. Non-citizens should not vote. Why would non-citizens vote? They don't live here. They're not citizens. You know, we keep talking about that. That's why the flood at the border is coming over. We want these non-citizens voting because they vote Democrat. You know how we stop them coming? As they enter the country, we meet them a little bit. We give them Trump shirts, give them MAGA shirts, Trump rules shirts, Trump 2024. That border will be closed in about 30 seconds. They start walking around in those red shirts that say Trump. I think that's a genius idea. It's probably better than a wall, because the liberals and the Democrats will be over there like crazy. Up here in New York, right here in our area, an 83-year-old woman who lived in a nursing home was sent to a funeral home. She was alive. She was alive. So I'm thinking a couple of things here. The community director who does the community trips may have went too far with this one. You may want the community trip to the funeral home, or the guy who said she was dead at the funeral home, or at the nursing home, the doctor. You got one job, man. Somebody, I beg of you, please. If you send me to a funeral home, could you please double and triple check? I don't want to wake up there going, hey, what's going on here? As they're hooking me up to the formaldehyde. I tell you, it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We have another local store here, went out of business. They went out of business and they're blaming mass discrimination, because they chose to have a policy that you could only go in if you had a mask. That's not discrimination. You made a choice. People chose not to go in. They weren't discriminating. They didn't agree with your policy. That's on you, man. There's no such thing as mass discrimination. It's called mass stupidity. That's what I'm telling you. You keep wearing a diaper on your face and you're asking people, eventually they're not going to show up. Now, anybody who's married, I was in a doghouse last week before my birthday. My wife came home. I told you guys, she got me a nice bottle of whiskey, a 15-year fantastic. But I was in the doghouse and I didn't know why. Now, the strange thing about the doghouse situation is that I exit the doghouse and I don't know why. And I'll tell you why. I don't know which is more confusing to me. If I had hair, I'd be pulling it out. Anybody's got a little help, please subscribe. Leave a message on the bottom. Tell me, how am I getting out of the doghouse? What am I doing wrong? But I tell you what, I can't figure out. Women never have. 54 years, still can't figure out. And I'm sure 84 years I'm not going to figure it out. But at 84, if I'm dead, make sure I'm dead, man. What else do we got? It's not much. Not much this week. And I do have a very interesting Dear Angry Mac. Dear Angry Mac. A trainer at my gym is having sex with multiple clients. I'm going to stop there. Bravo. Kudos to you. If you could be having sex with multiple clients and you're training, you obviously know the shape you're on. If they're going to allow it to happen, I got no problem with that. Good for you. Not me, you. Not everybody. It's an unethical violation. It's immoral, and it's against the code of personal trainer conduct. Didn't know there was a personal trainer conduct code. I have to look that one up on the internet. I am considering letting management know. I'm going to tell you something, sister. Management knows. They know. Everybody in the gym knows. It's no secret, I'll tell you that. There are no secrets at the gym. How should I proceed? 1, you jealous old hag? Don't proceed. Don't proceed at all. Leave it alone. It's none of your business. Do you want to be part of his group? Then get some training from him. Mind your business. It's none of your business who's having sex with who under any circumstance, unless it's your spouse, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, don't care what it is. Rainbow community, doesn't make a difference. Not your business. Shut your mouth, work out, and go home. Now I'm going to end with this. Big earthquake in Turkey. I think they're saying like 5,000 people are dead. Now, I say it every week. Most powerful words in the English language are, I love you. Go find your loved one. Give them a hug. Give them a kiss. Let them know, whether you're in a doghouse or not. Let them know you love them. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yesterday or the day before was Turkey. Tomorrow could be your town. It could be your family. It could be your loved ones. Don't forget to let them know, because tomorrow's not given. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Hopefully I'll be back on Sundays, man. Sorry about the delay, and sorry about, how good this one was this week. Take care, man.